What's going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today we are doing our January end of the month comic book pools and pickups. And as usual, we'll go over the stuff that we picked up from Grumpy's Comics and also from More Fun Comics and Games, and then we'll end on the vintage side of comic book things. Alright, so we're going to start off with Grumpy, and so first up is issue number 3, and this is from Marvel, and it's Planet She-Hulk. So I really do like that cover. And then next up is from 20th Century Studios and Marvel, and it is issue number 3 of Alien versus Captain America. So I think I got one more issue to go, and I'll be done with that series. And then next up is from IDW, issue number 4 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder. I still need to find issue number 1. And next up is from IDW, is issue number 2 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Godzilla. Very cool. I really do like that cover. It's pretty sweet. And next up is... I actually had to go back and find this because I don't remember... This was actually, I think, from... Oh gosh, I can't even think. I think it's supposed to be coming out in November or something, but I missed it. For whatever reason, I missed this pool. But I had to go back at Grumpy's to see if they have a back issue on this. And they did. So this is issue number 5, because I had everything else but issue number 5 for whatever reason. But yeah, this is from DC Comics and Legendary Comics. And this is issue number 5 of Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2. So I do like that cover of Godzilla with King Ghidorah, or King Ghidorah, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Everybody has their preference. And then, also, lastly but not least from Grumpy's, I have issue number 1. This is from Marvel. And this is Null. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to get this series. I might. I think it might be a fun series to get into, but we'll see. Alright, so next up is from More Fun Comics and Games. Now, when I went to go pick these up at the time, and I haven't, as of the time of this recording, I haven't gotten any yet, but, excuse me, they were out of bag of boards, so they didn't have any bag of boards. I'm pretty sure they do now, but at the time of this recording, they didn't. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is a new addition to the pools. I don't think I did request this to be a pool, but I think I did try to find this one at Grumpy's, but they didn't have it. I think they were sold out. But luckily, they did at More Fun Comics and Games. So this is from Marvel, and this is issue number 1 of Iron Man. Now, I heard this is a really good read. I haven't read it yet, but the lady that works there, she said that this was probably one of the better reads that she's read in a long time. So that's really cool, because I don't have anything Iron Man in my collection. So... You gotta remember, when I got into comics, this was like in the 90s. So anything from 1990, I think as far as back to 89, all the way up until about 2000, 2001, that was my reads there. So anything in like early 2000s and 2010s, I don't know much about anything when it comes to that. So just stuff from the 90s, all the way through all the 90s, and then as I got older, I went back through like some of the 80s stuff. That's all I know as far as like that era goes. So anything that happened in the early 2000s, 2010s, you got me. But anyways, so next up is issue number 3 for Marvel as well, and they didn't have this at Grumpy's either, so I was able to pick this up from More Fun. Is the Infernal Hulk. I do highly recommend this. I've actually started reading issue by issue, so I haven't read this one yet, but if you need a Hulk series to read or wait till it comes out on paperback, this is a good one to dive into. I do highly recommend this. All right, so next up is probably one of the best comic book series I've read, continuation wise. That's really good, and a lot of people said I should go back and get like Absolute, Wonder Woman, Superman, Green Lantern. And I don't know if there's a Flash, but I would be surprised. But they said that the Absolute Wonder Woman series just really kicked up a notch. So what am I talking about? Of course, this is issue number 16 from DC Comics, Absolute Batman. So, and I think the newest issue of this and the previous issue of Absolute Wonder Woman is really selling well because it had a first appearance of Santana, I think that's her name. Santana. I believe that's who it was. So a lot of people were really excited about that. So next up, and this is issue number 5. I think this is the last issue, and this is from Marvel, Marvel's Red Band series, and this is the Punisher. So I think this is the last issue of that. So we've got like a couple more, I think either this month, February, or the month of March. We have like a couple of series of Punishers that's coming out. So gotta add that to it. Next up is issue number 4, and this is from Dynamite Comics. And this is the Terminator Metal. So happy about that. And this is from Image Comics, issue number 3. Rob Liefeld's Youngblood. So very excited about that. I realized it, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to get into this series. Not this one. This is another series I'm about to talk about, but Image does it, and the Transformer series the Image does, and I think they're on issue 30. So I kind of want to go back and pick those up one by one because I'm really intrigued by it, especially since it's coming from Image Comics, and I wouldn't mind diving into that series. I heard it was really good. It was recommended, along with the G.I. Joe series that Image Comics does too. So we'll have to go back and see about that. Excuse me. And so next up is also from Image, and this is issue number 2 of The Darkness. So I haven't read the first one yet, so I will here pretty soon. And then next up is from Marvel, and it is issue number 8 of the New Avengers. So, like I said, this is actually really good. I actually read the first couple of books or so, and so I do recommend this one. Even though the team, when you first look at the team, you think it's kind of weird how they're all together, but there's a reason why they're together. So I do recommend it. And next up, and this is the final issue of, this is also from Marvel, and this is the final issue of Spider-Man 94. So now that since this is done, I can actually start reading this whole entire series. So this series is basically the conclusion of the animated series of Spider-Man. Alright, so next up is issue number 1 of Absolute Batman Arkham from DC. So I heard that this was actually a really good read too. So can't wait to dive into that. And next up is from ID Comics. And this is issue number 6 of Godzilla. I do want to catch up on a couple of their spin-offs. But we'll see. See what they have. And then also, lastly but not least, is also from ID Comics. And this is issue number 4 of Street Sharks. So hopefully I'll get the bags and boards pretty soon. So that is the monthly pools for the modern stuff from more fun comics and games in Grumpy's Comics. And so here lastly we have some vintage stuff. So now I do have bags and boards of these. So first up is issue number 2 from Image, is Youngblood Battle Zone. So I thought I had issue number 1, which apparently I did, because I went back and watched some of my old videos from comic book pickups that I had the last couple of years or so, 2-3 years, and apparently I had issue number 1. So where is it at? I have no idea. So, but I'll have to find another one. But it's okay. So basically all this is just basically giving you different character profiles and stuff. So that's what it is. So which is cool. I don't mind it. So pretty much all of the rest of this stuff, with the exception of maybe 2 of them. Or just, I wouldn't say 2, but most of these are Image. So also from Image Comics is issue number 2 of Arcanum. So I did recently picked up issue number 1. So it was only fitting if I pick up number 2. Alright, so this is another one from Image Comics, and this is new. This is my first time seeing this one. And this is issue number 1 of There Ain't Role Models, Regulators, Spotlight on Blackjack. So this is pretty cool. And then next up is also from Image, is issue number 4 of Team Youngblood. Very awesome. Love that cover. Also from Image is issue number 3. And I want to say this is volume 2. Because they did 2 volumes of Brigade. So this is, I think this is volume 2 of Brigade. It's issue number 3. I also did shorts on these vintage stuff, so if I'd probably explain it more better in those shorts than I am here on this main video. But if you want to go back and look at those, you may. I'll probably explain it better since time has passed since I did those. So this is a brand new to the collection, and this is from Epic Comics, and this is issue number 1 of Feud. So this is pretty cool. When I picked this up in the solids and I thumbed through it, I was like, yeah, it's my kind of read. So judging by that cover, you know, you could tell what we're up against. So I really do like the cover. Alright, so also this is from Image Comics as well, issue number 2 of Mech Destroyer. So I do have issue number 1. So those aren't easy to come by, because I've been looking for Mech Destroyer for a while. So and also from Image, this is issue number 1 of Ballistic, featuring Wetworks. And then last but not least, we got 2 more left, and this is from Topps Comics, and this is issue 104. And this Jack Kirby's boldest hero, Silver Star. So Silver Star versus 1,000 supervillains, odds against, part 1. So we'll have to keep an eye out for the rest of them. And lastly, but not least, this is issue number 1 that I picked up for, also, I think I got this at Grumpy's. And this is Godzilla versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue number 1, or Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2, issue number 1 from IDW. So I do have issue number 1 for the first series. And so I found this one, so I figured I had to pick it up. So I think they might have the complete run for this. If they're not, that I think they're probably missing 1. I think this is like 5 issues. But I think I could be able to complete this pretty soon. We'll see. So yeah, that is the comic book pickups for the month of January. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. And let me know what you are picking up, or what kind of pools you have for your comic books. And let me know what you're interested in reading and what your favorite pickups out of this haul is. And don't forget, words to wisdom. Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.